This is a demonstration of the Moterum digital health platform. We'll go through the navigation of the portal and point out some of the main features of the system. If you'd like a more in-depth demonstration, please reach out to us. So the first screen when you sign in is going to be the user screen. Users are patients within this portal system. On the sidebar, you have the users or patients. You have your schedule, and for schedule, you can filter out whether you want it to be your daily schedule. You can do video appointments. However you'd like to customize it, this is what the schedule will do. Whatever you set as the filter, the next time you sign in, that will be the designated filter. It will default automatically to that. The repository, this is our exercise library of over 2,000 HD exercises, real people, real movements. And down in the settings bar, this is where you can view your organization's clinicians. From here, you can actually add a new clinician just by clicking this plus sign in the bottom right. Simply add the first and last name and email address. You can also assign a role if you want them to be an admin clinician or clinician. The only difference between the admin clinician and regular clinician is that the admin will have the ability to view all of the clinicians and all patients at any time. And they can also add as many clinicians into the organization as they desire. In settings, you'll also see the notification. This is where you can set how you want to push your notifications. So if you'd like for in-person appointments to get texted, pushed via notification of the app, or email, and the designated amount of time before any appointment, this is where you would set that up. So if we go back to the user screen, let's go ahead and click on a patient. So you'll be able to see today's activities for this specific patient. So now on this top screen, home, schedule, usage, outcomes, and profile is all corresponding specifically to whatever patient you just clicked on. You'll also see on the side, there's My Badge. This is a point system to keep patients and their caregivers incentivized and motivated. Every time they complete a treatment plan or a video treatment session, they can move up in points in different tiers. This also gives you a quick glance or view at if they've missed any treatment sessions. For example, if you set them up for 3 times a week, this is a great way for you to quickly zoom in and see if they missed any of those designated treatment sessions and how many they've completed. The My Feed section is also where we have already the Borg scale, RPE, rated perceived exertion. We have a quick start guide for the app. This is, again, a feature where we can add specific elements to your specific organization. For example, if there's a blog that you want featured within the portal every month or every week, this is where that would show up. So when the patient signs in, they see My Feed right away under their home screen, and they can go ahead and click that designated feature. So schedule, this will again show the specific schedule. Within the schedule tab, this is where you'd also go to the plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner to create a treatment plan, an appointment, or a task. So for example, to set up an appointment, you click appointment, appointment type, most will be video. David, you can title it, if you want to title it follow-up session, the date, the time. You can also put in the duration if you like. And you also have the ability, if you want this to repeat, you can set this to repeat once a week on every Monday, or you can modify it even further. Simply click create. At this time, the patient, during the creation of the appointment, will receive either an email or a text message, whatever they signed up for, to be notified that an appointment was created and that they now have a video session with the clinician. And now you can see the video call is set up. And if I go back to schedule, it also shows up for me now here. When you want to start a video call, you simply, from schedule, click the designated call, and a start appointment button will appear 10 minutes before the appointment start time. You click the start appointment and it fully launches a HIPAA compliant Zoom meeting for you, and the patient does the same as well. So if we go back to schedule, we can also set up our treatment plan. The Moterum Health platform allows you to set up a treatment plan 3 different ways. You can either set it up and build using our AI Smart Engine. This will bring you through, you select a goal, and this will bring you through a series of anywhere from 5 to 15 questions. You can be doing this along with the patient, or after you've already gotten a past medical history, you can go through and do it yourself. But you go through and you answer very task-specific questions. Based on the answers, the system will actually create a customized, auto-generated report and treatment plan for that patient. Once you're happy with the treatment plan you've created, this is where you would go to assign and schedule. From here, the patient should auto-populate into the user tab. You can also designate if you like them to do this treatment session or treatment plan for a certain amount of time. So for example, if they're post-op week 1 and you want them to do a specific treatment session for the first week, this is a good place to put that in here. Or you can bring it out through a couple of weeks, because you can easily go in and modify and edit the treatment plan as you continue to get that feedback from the patient. Once you're happy with that, you can also add to templates. If you've created a slightly different one and you want to save it, you can just name the template name, and this will now show up the next time you sign in predefined templates. The last way to set up a treatment plan is building from scratch. You would click build your own treatment plan at the bottom. From here, you can search in the search bar, or an easier way is to go directly to the filter button. And from here, you can actually filter out for body part, for example, shoulder, category. You'll notice we have physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech, as well as yoga, meditation, general fitness. You can also filter by condition. Equipment, for example, I have it set to shoulder, and I only want exercises with a TheraBand to pop up, so I click band. And then you can further filter it by having specific positions show up. Once you're happy with that, you click apply, and all of those exercises will pop up. You simply click the ones that you want. You can go to customize plan, and this will bring you back to that screen where from here you can easily modify. If you want them to go through some type of circuit training, this button is a copy button, so it'll automatically copy the exercise that you want, and from here you can drag it through. So remember, when patients are going through the Moterum platform, these are not just demonstrations of videos. The system, based on what you put in, 2 sets of 8 reps with a 5-second hold, for example, when the patient presses start session, the system will actually bring them through exactly what you set here. So it'll talk to them and bring them through the exercises for 29 full minutes. And so again, if you wanted to do some type of circuit training, this is a great way to copy certain exercises, and then you can drag them where you like, and it'll just bring them through in exactly what you set it for. When you're satisfied with that, again, you go to assign and schedule, and everything's the same on this screen from previously. So one of the last features is the usage report. This is a great, just kind of quick glance at seeing how compliant or what exercises, treatment plans, or how many sessions the patient has done. And if you go one more tab over, you'll see an outcomes tab. So we have uploaded a number of different outcome measurements in our system. If they're not on the designated screen, for example, you just click the plus sign, and you'll see we have a number of ortho and neuro functional outcome tests. So you can simply just click the ones that you want. You click add, and they'll automatically show up here. So these are all already uploaded into the system. For example, the geriatric depression scale. Each test will give a purpose and the instructions. The patient, for example, could be doing this test on their own, maybe once a week. It'll be there on their home screen as long as you add it to their system. and they'll just go through electronically and answer the questions. They click review, and it'll automatically capture that data, and it'll actually put it in a graph form as well for both you and the patient. So it'll graph any different outcome measurement you do, and it'll graph the different data points at any time. If you scroll down, you'll also see this in a table form where it'll show the date that the test was taken, if you want to specify what clinician did it, and then their score. So again, I think the number one thing to remember with our system versus a lot of other software out there is really look at ours as a clinical extension. We really wanted to fill that void that currently exists with a continuum of care by not taking the clinician out of the picture, but more so giving them the resources and tools to really continue to create a community once the patient's discharged from in-person care, for example. It's not just a discharge and, hey, good luck, we'll see you hopefully not for another year or so. It's here. Now we're going to transition into your telehealth or your remote treatment. And this is how it'll be done. And our system, our portal, is a great resource to be able to do that. And again, it keeps everyone really fully engaged so that you can keep track and monitor your patients. So at the end of the day, we are maximizing patient outcomes and we're reducing costs to the overall system.